It's going to be one of those days. I literally just took a shoe off, unfastened it, put it back on and fastened it thinking it was my running shoe, and then I had two odd shoes and I just got out of the van. I thought, this feels weird. Oh god, let's do this. Morning folks, you find me here just about to set off and do my long run. It's Sunday, but I just wanted to quickly jump on, and before all the running stuff, just say thank you to the 50 subscribers I woke up to this morning. Finally tipped over that little milestone, and I know in the YouTube world that's not much, but to me that's massive. So I just want to say thank you, and please don't disappear on me, because if I wake up tomorrow and it's 49 and I've put this video out, well, that's just going to be bloody awkward. So yeah, it's just nice because I like doing these videos, purely because I know my ability. I know that I can get to a good standard, or to you know, an alright club level standard, I suppose. I've been there before and I will do it again, but it's just nice to put a real spin on it, in my view anyway. You know, not everybody's slow run. I mean, you watch some YouTubers and it's, that run didn't go to plan and this one's a bit slow today and that lot. And then you look at the paces and it's like, I can't even do that as a 5k. I don't think I've ever been able to do that as a 5k. That's like my 1 mile track effort. And then I'm blowing out my ass. So, yeah, to me it's just important that we get to see what it's like for real people as well, who have other things that, you know, trip us up along the way, such as this bloody weather. All week it's been freezing and snow, and today it's pissing it down, and we've got 40-mile-an-hour winds coming in about 2 hours, which is about the same length as my run, so I do need to get a wriggle on. So with that said, today's run is 2 hours, just shy of. Let me just pull up, consult with Stride. Yeah, so we've got 10 minutes warm up at 193 to 238 watts of power, which is 65 to 80% of my critical power, which went down this week. I think I've already shared how upset I am about that. Then I've got 1 hour 20 at between 223 and 244 watts of power, so nice and easy. That's 75 to 82% of my critical power. And then we've got 7 times this week, not 6, 7 times 1 minute efforts, same as before, 300 to 315, which is 101 to 106%, with 2 minutes recovery and a 5 minute cool down. Now, in all honesty, it's going to be quite horrible out there. I'm doing a bit of an out and back on the, well, I'm going out towards Bingley to Shipley, and then I'm coming back on the canal. So I imagine by the time I'm coming back on the canal, I just want to get back. So I might just forget the efforts and just get it done anyway. But we'll see how we get on. Probably won't be much videoing in this because, like I said, chucking it down. Camera is waterproof, but I mean, you're just going to see blobs on a lens. And I, just be honest with you, I think I just need to get this one out of the way. Sorry for the lack of content this week. It's been predominantly treadmill, thanks to our friend the Sky. But that said, I've been trying to do it on Stride. No, I've been trying to do it on Zwift, so as to make it a little bit more exciting, both for me and for you lot. So yeah, you go see that lot, and I'll get wet. So you join me on Tuesday. Which is today, is the Supra Threshold again. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Excuse me. So,
It consists of 8 minutes warm up, 210 to 240, which is 70 to 80% of my critical power. As last week, 1 minute on, 2 minute off, little warm up session, and another 1 minute recovery. And then we go into the sets, which this time, instead of being slightly longer and fewer, we've got 5 times 4 minutes 30, 294 to 312 watts of power, which is 98 to 104% of my critical power. That's going to hurt. And then that's followed by 2 minutes 45 recovery per one. So we've got 5 of those, and then we've got a 3 minute 45 cool down. Kind of wish I could fast forward to then. You get to. So let's see how we get on. Drenched again. Now then, you little rascals, it's Wednesday and I am again on the treadmill. It's -4 degrees Celsius outside, and I know in some places that's probably not too bad. Maybe you will go outside, but in a world of front wheel drive and a council that doesn't know what grit looks like, here we are indoors, just in case, because I've had so many near misses today. These videos nearly ended. Everything nearly ended. So, it's easy. And the one thing I need to do is start the treadmill. So I just set everything going to stand here and stare at the screen. Start all the way up to 10. Nice and easy. And off we go. Done. Top end of power as well, so happy with that. Hello. It's Thursday, which means track night. But it's also freezing. And when I say freezing, I mean like ice everywhere. Awful. And so track night is going to be Zwift track night. So I can take you there. Might not be like the most exciting track session you've ever seen. My critical power went down yesterday. I was mortified. I just finished the run on the treadmill. As you know, I finished the run on the treadmill, and then I closed down the apps, told Garmin and stuff that I'd finished. And then next to know, it pings me watch and says your critical power has gone down to, what were it, 300, so it gone down to 297, I think it is now. I'm like, you bastard. So anyway, Not only have I epically failed so far at all this, but now I've got Stride, which I was championing right up until last night, upsetting me now. Because when I first got my Stride pod, I think my critical power was something like 330 watts. And I've just been slowly going down ever since. What a loser. Anyway, let's get on with this. I'm dead pleased with myself, really. I'm not really a loser. Where the sun's supposed to be. Rain's eased off, thankfully. How long for I don't know, but I'm grateful for whatever I can get. Especially as we're not even a mile in yet. Just coming into Bingley now. Back in my day, this used to be fields. Pretty awesome car boot used to happen here. Christ, when did I get old? Oh, and you may have noticed as well the weather is still holding up for us. And looking at it, the wind's blowing in my face all the way out. So, morning, here's to 40 mile an hour tailwinds. Might make it home in record time. That'd be good. It's also wishful thinking. We live in a bit of a twilight zone here. Tends to have a headwind in all directions. But we'll see. On the way back, and a nice little bit of downhill too, so what a treat. I think I got swilled by 2 cars passing me. Fun. But it didn't matter because it's just pissed it down relentlessly. Nice little break in it at the minute, hence you getting a quick update while we're on his way back down to the canal now. And there we are, officially on our way back. So this should be interesting. First 1 minute effort in 28 seconds. Which means it's going to be up here. 5 rise. Which means it's just going to be a fast walk. Can cope with that. I call that perfectly timed. 10 seconds. Oh look, right at the bottom. Oh, yeah. We'll write this one off. Drenched. Love it. I don't really. Well, I do now, I'm getting back. Last week I gave you Roxette. This week I'm giving you Tina Turner. Eh? How's them for steamy windows? So here we are, it's now the evening. I've had a little bit of a sleep. Quite tired. I think I should be looking at lens, I'm looking at screen. Can you tell? Will I better tell? I'll soon find out. Anyway, today's run was all in the green, so I was sort of top end for the first part, the warm-up for 10 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes, I was at 79% as an average, so that will kind of sat right nicely in the middle of where I needed to be. 7 times 1 minute was sat at 104% as an average. There were 2 of those that I think weren't right. Yeah, I'll just go into that. The first 2 really were a bit ineffective. 3 were overpower and 2 were top end to middle end of where they needed to be. So anyway, as an average it worked out right where it needed to be, and then the cool down, yeah, just as it should have been as well. So it was a solid 12 miles. One thing I did notice today was I found, I know I was slipping and sliding last week, but I found the 1 minute efforts, even though this run was longer, I found the 1 minute efforts easier than I have had the previous week. And the previous week I found that easier than the one prior as well. So this is obviously all working, which is good. I haven't been on scales yet. You may have noticed I haven't mentioned the weight at all, and that's purely because I've got this walking challenge going, and I want to sort of do a little bit of a, this is how well I've done at the end of that, which would spoil it if I were popping it up here all the time. But yeah, let's just say it's not doing too bad. So everything's going as it should be. Pretty chuffed with myself. Solid week. Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully it won't be as dire in terms of weather. So if it just picks up a little bit, I think next Saturday is supposed to be really sunny. So we think we might travel to a completely new park run for that. So look out for that video. And yeah, if you're enjoying this, you want to see if I do it or if I fail massively, or if you just like the parkrun videos, or I'll be doing other stuff this year. Just finding my feet with this whole video in malarkey, but I'm quite enjoying my little self. So yeah, if you want to follow along, don't forget to slap that subscribe button, give that little like a tickle, and we'll see you on the next one.